As of February the 1st, 2020, the United Kingdom is no longer a member state of the European Union, but a third country. The Withdrawal Agreement provides for a transition period that ends on December 31st, 2020. Until then, EU law will apply in its entirety to the United Kingdom. The EU and the UK are negotiating a new partnership agreement during the transition period, including a free trade area. However, it's not certain that such an agreement will be concluded and enter into force at the end of the transition period. In any event, such an agreement would create relationships that differ significantly in terms of market access conditions from the UK's participation in the internal market, the EU Customs Union, and the VAT and excise area. For this reason, all interested parties, in particular economic operators, must be informed of the legal situation that will exist after the end of the transition period. In order to cope with the consequences of the withdrawal as set out in the EU communication that was published, air carriers that are holders of an authorization issued by an EU member state are particularly advised, if they wish to be considered as union air carriers after the end of the transition period, to comply with EU regulations, ensure and maintain, including head office ownership and control requirements, and, if they want to be considered as UK air carriers after the transition period, the necessary arrangement for the sale of air services, for example passengers, mail and so on, or freight services that are to be provided in the EU after the end of the transition period. According to the regulations, the transport of passengers, mail and/or cargo in commercial air transport is subject to an operating license issued by a licensing authority, and that continues. After the end of the transition period, the operating licenses issued by the UK licensing authority are no longer valid in the EU. According to these regulations, an air carrier is only granted an operating license if they fulfill the following conditions. The company's main place of business is in an EU member state. Member states and/or nationals of member states have more than 50% ownership of the company, and member states or nationals of a member state have actual control over the company. After the end of the transition period, operating licenses issued by EU's licensing authorities are no longer valid in the EU if the holder of the license does not meet the above conditions. General information is available on the Commission's Air Transport website, and the relevant pages will be updated with further information as necessary. As the EU has so much information about all the different topics that are touched by Brexit, you really should check it. Small information for you, YouTube just activated membership on my channel, so if you want some exclusive content in the future, have a look at the join button you can find here under the video. But if you now want to know more about European politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you in the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!